much.
I know. Good morning. Hi, guys. What more could possibly wonder after 12 hours have only elapsed since we last seen the Terriers? Hopefully you guys got a little sleep. We'll just take it casually here and mix it between the coaches and players, and we'll shift from that if we need to, but let's just start over here. Identify yourself, affiliation each time, please.
Jackie Spiegel, the Philadelphia Inquirer. Jay, I was just wondering what you've seen from Devin Kaplan this year and his growth.
Yeah, I think he's come a long way this year. I think he's starting to figure out the way he needs to play to be effective. Like he's a power forward type player. He's very good at attacking the net. He's got to make sure he's good below the goal line, separating, being able to protect pucks, and getting to the net, and he's done a much better job with that. So he's trending in the right direction right now for us for sure.
Okay, here in the front.
Charlie DiMatteo, WTV Sports Coach. Last week you said to get over the hump of the semifinal, you're going to have to do the little things. What little things did you guys do last night to produce the victory?
Well, I thought we had a pretty good game plan going in. I thought we had a pretty good understanding of how Penn State was going to play, and we felt like we could expose them in some areas. I thought for the most part in the first two periods we did. I thought we got away from it a little bit in the third. We knew they were going to push. Like anytime you're trying to end a team season, it's going to be difficult. You know, they started getting pucks into our zone and started funneling everything to our net. Ended up capitalizing and scoring off one of those plays, and it gave them a little life. But overall, I thought our team bought into the way we needed to play to beat Penn State. I mean, it could have been, I think, a little more than 2-0. Their goalie made some pretty good saves. We had some pretty good chances, and they had a couple chances on, you know, they had a breakaway shorthanded, and our goalie played very well for us.
Over here, the right, left, rather.
Mitch Fink, Boston Hockey Blog, for either Ryan or Jack. Just how long do you guys let yourselves celebrate and enjoy the accomplishment of last night before turning the page to Western Michigan?
Ryan.
Yeah, you got to turn the page quick for sure, but you know, especially yesterday after the game, you try to enjoy the moment a little bit with the guys, and obviously it's a huge accomplishment in itself to be playing in a national championship game, but you know, we're definitely not satisfied as a group, and you know, we know that there's one more game to go, and we need to get the job done.
Jack?
Yeah, I mean, basically the same exact thing. You know, you kind of just try to enjoy the moment while it's there, and then, you know, now we're focused forward, and we're excited for the opportunity ahead of us.
How'd you guys do going to sleep last night? What time did you shut her down?
A little late.
Yeah, it wasn't too easy.
Tough to
No?
wind down sometimes.
Like, give us a range. What do you think?
1:30 maybe?
Yeah,
1 o'clock?
Is that the answer for the coach sitting here?
A little bit later than we probably hoped, but
Yeah,
that's all
tough.
good.
Yeah. All right, Todd.
Todd Molesky with USC. If there's a perfect game for you guys to play tomorrow to end up with the trophy, can you describe it for us? What does it look like if you guys play the game you want to play to win that game?
Yeah, I think we definitely need to use our speed and our skating. We're a really skilled team, a lot of fast players, so I think when we're able to, you know, be good in transition and, you know, when we're making plays in the offensive zone, I think that's, you know, tough to contain, and I think that's when we're at our best. And obviously, you know, Western's a heavier team, a more structured team, so I think if we can blend that, you know, that skill and speed game in with a structured and physical game as well, similar to Cornell, you know, I think we'll get a good result.
Okay, all right.
Mike McMahon, College Hockey News for Jay. I know last night you said, and I'm sure you spent so much of the week looking at Penn State, maybe there's not a lot of pre-scout on Western coming into last night, but don't know how much at this point you've gotten to see from them, what you think of their game, and also is there a team in the league that kind of plays the way they do that you think maybe has prepared you guys for this matchup tomorrow?
I mean, I obviously watched that whole game last night. We had a lot of time sitting there waiting for our game to start. Yeah, they've had a terrific season. They're a really good team. They're a heavy team. They play with structure. They want to get pucks behind you, play below the goal line. They have some bigger bodies. They'll get to your net. Hockey East is obviously had a great year as a league. Some really good teams. A lot of different styles of teams. I don't know if there's one UMass, Amherst maybe is a little bit similar, where they're heavy on pucks. They get to your net. They do a good job of keeping you away from their net. So I think they're a team that reminds me a little bit of Western, but Western plays a pro-style game. They're above the puck. They put pucks behind you. They do a really good job. So, we haven't looked at them yet as a group. We have a long day today. We'll probably look at some stuff later tonight, and then we have enough time tomorrow. But this time of year, it's really about making sure we're playing our game, and it's about winning your battles. It's about all the little things that go into winning hockey games, and that's what you need to do if you want to come out on top.
Good question, Mike. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, good one. Nice. Guys, you both played in the USHL. How'd that help you now in your college hockey career, Jack?
Yeah, I mean, the USHL was huge for me. I obviously spent 3 years in Chicago, and I like to say it was like one of my favorite times. But yeah, I mean, I think it prepared me for college hockey because, taking that next jump from U16, U15 to the USHL was huge for me. I mean, it's a completely different game, and then taking that step to college is another step. But I think you're more prepared for it. I think the USHL does a great job of preparing like young guys, young players to make that next jump. Yeah, I think that's just the biggest thing is preparing guys.
You played Green Bay, right? Does that mean you're a Packers fan now?
Like, kinda. Like
Yes.
Not really. I don't know.
That's a Packers fan. I'm standing here. Yeah.
Yeah.
How was your experience in Green Bay?
It was good. Loved Green Bay organization, coaches, the area. It was all really good, and similar to what Harv said, I think it's just like a really good developmental league. Making the jump from the USHL to college, I felt very ready, and I felt like a lot of guys I played against in the USHL were making the jump with me. So it helps seeing guys you've been playing against for a couple of years make the jump with you. But yeah, overall, I love my time.
Cool. Right here in front on the left.
Gracie Davenport, Boston Hockey Blog for Ryan. You probably could have signed after last season, so what does it mean to be back at this stage, especially having taken it a step further?
Yeah, it was an option, but I felt like the best thing for me was to come back and play another year, and obviously losing those 2 Frozen Four games back-to-back years it leaves a bit of a sour taste in your mouth, and you want to come back and have another kick at the can, but like you said, the fact that we were able to get over the hump and win that semifinal game, and now we're playing for a national championship. It's it's the best possible scenario. So I'm really excited.
Okay, right in front there.
For either Ryan or Jack.
Could you introduce yourself, please?
Mitch Fink, Boston Hockey Blog. For either Ryan or Jack, just obviously there was a ton of buy-in after that UConn game, especially. What is it that you hear from Coach that kind of makes you guys want to buy in specifically?
Who wants to take that one, boys? Jack?
Yeah, I can take it. I mean, we all just want to buy in for each other. Obviously, we listen to Coach, and obviously he's got all the great stuff. From his time playing here, and it's a lot of motivation and everything. But I think our biggest thing is just loving each other, loving everyone in the room, and loving the program. I think it's huge for us, and I think that contributes a lot to the buy-in that we've seen these last couple games, and the outcomes that we've been able to produce. And yeah, I think that's just been huge for our group.
Mitch, I think we have a special delivery for you. Is that right, Smitty? Brian Smith coming up. Mitch left some items in the press box, so we got a call at 1 a.m. I forgot something in the press box, so just thought we'd deliver that to you special right here, Mitch. It's just for fun, Mitch. I mean, we all have left things, so it's okay. Who plays the music in the room? Who's in charge of the music?
Usually Jack Hughes or Devin Kaplan, one of the two.
Yeah, and what kind of jam you got going?
It's a little bit of everything, to be honest. Like, usually it's like EDM or rap music before games, unless, Izzy wants a song request. It's usually country, but yeah, for the most part, probably EDM music.
All right. Adam, right here on the left.
Adam Woden, College Hockey News. First of all, you guys are killing me with those music choices these days, but Coach, 30 years ago, if you can believe it, you guys won the national championship. I mean, the final game was kind of a little bit anticlimactic as I don't know, just a fan watching it. But what for you guys? Do you remember your feelings as you were going through that? You guys were a big lead. Was it like weird, nervous, like just wanted to get the game over with? You remember what that was like?
It's a long time ago, but yeah, the thing I remember most, I think it was a 6-2 final, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. Yeah.
Something around there. So it wasn't like it was a tight game throughout. I think they came back and made it close, at least in the third, if I'm not mistaken. And then we kind of pulled away. The best memory for me from that championship was it was in Providence. It was the bus ride home. It was so much fun with your teammates, guys you spend so much time with day in and day out, your best friends. The bus ride was something I'll never forget. That's what you get at this level. It's different from the pro level. I've been fortunate to win there as well, but it's a different experience when you have guys. Your peers are all the same age. You spend so much time together away from the rink, at the rink. So it's a really special moment, and something I'll never forget. It's one of the memories I have, even more so than like the celebration on the ice, was just that bus ride back to Boston after winning a national championship.
See what you got to look forward to, guys? No. Bus ride back. Oh, you're not bussing back from here, are you?
I hope not.
Todd.
Todd Molesky, USCHO. Jay, to twist that a different way, I know there's a big gap between the feeling of winning that last game and losing that last game. Can you kind of put that into words, how big that is and what the difference is, just knowing you've accomplished something versus knowing you were that close?
I don't really know how to put it into words. There's nothing better than winning, and there's nothing worse than losing. I've been on both sides of it. You really, when you lose, you think of everything that maybe you could have done different to help find a way to win a game. When you win, you're just so excited, right? It's just the feelings are so much different. I don't really know how to put it into words, to be quite honest with you.
Jim, in the back. Jim Conley. Yep. Right here in the back. Oh, I thought you had your hand up. Oh, sorry, Jim. Okay. How are we doing? Are we good? Right here in front? Okay.
Sam Robert Hagan, Boston Hockey Blog. Jay, were there any things last night that you felt your team could have done better and need to do better for tomorrow?
There's always things that you're looking for your team to do better, at some points. I just thought there were times when we didn't manage the puck very well, and that's for us when we do get ourselves in trouble. When we manage it well, making the right decisions with the puck in certain areas of the ice, we're really good. I thought we got away from it a little bit at times last night. That's when we have issues as a team. There's going to be mistakes. That's different for me. There's going to be physical mistakes that happen, but it's the mental ones that are going to cost you. So we just got to make sure tomorrow that we're really limiting our turnovers, especially against a team that will take advantage of that.
How are we doing? Are we good with the players? Are we good in the whole? You guys got what you need? Good to see Brian Kelly here in the back too, by the way. BK. Guys, have a great day. Thanks. Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Have a good day.